Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. Come on in. Hey y'all, I wasn't sending out notifications. I was on live for about 5 minutes earlier and nobody got it. So I don't know what's going on. So I just came straight on. I didn't even schedule it. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. One, save. Hey y'all, wasn't giving up no notifications. I apologize. But I was on live earlier for 5 minutes and not one person was in there. I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, what the hell is going on? Come on in, y'all. I was on live for 5 minutes by myself. Come on in, y'all. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Yeah, Angelina, I was on live for 5 minutes earlier and it never sent out any notifications for y'all. So I was live like by myself for 5 minutes. I said, damn, not one person is here this morning. I was on live for 5 minutes, literally. And it was like not one person. So then when I checked it, it didn't send out anything. It didn't send out anything. I've been on. This is my second live. I had to turn down that live. I mean, I had to turn off that live and then do a whole new live. So this is my second live this morning. So we're gonna try this again. But everybody coming in now, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah, it didn't send out anything. You know, I scheduled it, and obviously nobody saw. Normally y'all see like coming up at 8:30. I scheduled it, so you should have saw the schedule before 8:30 even came. So it's like it didn't send out shit. I don't know what happened. Just a glitch. I think it was just a glitch, but all good, all good. A lot to talk about today. I got my right hand man, Big Dog, Freestyle Fridays. Hey look, without further ado. No, but we'll talk about that first, Angelina. We're gonna talk about that first. The Brown University shooting was found in a storage unit. We'll get on that first. I just sent the link, C Tuck. Come on in. Come on in here, my dog. Big dog. C Tuck. We're going to talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that today. So everybody come on in. Yeah. Okay. All right, C Tuck, we got you. No rush, big dog. I got us all loaded up. So look, my day one supporters know this about me. One thing that's unique about me, I will call your ass out. I will speak my mind. Yeah, today is payday, y'all. Today Christmas payday. This is the last Friday before Christmas. Thank God it's payday. Come on with the super chats. I like that Smith Sweet Tooth is getting it started. $10 holla. Last working day of the year is nearly done. Happy Friday. Christmas greetings, Flo and fam. All right, come on, y'all. Come on in. Load up them super chats. And hey, look, y'all treat me good. I might even work. I might even bring the show on Christmas Eve. Bring me them super chats. I appreciate it, Miss Sweet Tooth. I really do. But one thing about me, people know I'll call you out. But I have very thick skin, and I have a way with, I don't hold grudges. I'll work, I'll give somebody a chance if they acquiesce to what's going on, and like at the same time, I'm always gonna stay independent. That's the most important to me of anything, because I got to be able to say what I want to say. And so I was caught with a big decision to make yesterday. Full transparency, we talk about everything. So it's no secret what I'm going through with my son. So we all know the Rob Reiner story for me is a serious situation. I'm paying close attention just to, the pitfalls and the things that come our way. So it was crazy. TMZ hit me up again, but this time they hit me up to speak on Rob Reiner. Now, me and some of my community people have already spoke like in DMs that I already gave TM Sleazy, still give them their nickname. I still gave them credit because they finally seen how foul Diddy was or is when all that lawyer stuff came out. And so it's so crazy that they reached out to me once they're kind of anti-Diddy and they reached out. But what made it sticky for me is they reached out and wanted to get my comments on the Rob Reiner story. Now, y'all know I love my platform. I'm gonna continue to build it, but having an opportunity to speak on the Rob Reiner thing with what I'm going through with my son, and also my son is right there listening, that was a sign to me. Like, I'm not petty. I know Fire Glory wrote don't do it, but the thing is, I can't, and you would have to be in my shoes. Any opportunity, I don't like any of the media outlets. And I put it out there all the time. And I still put it out there. I don't like any of them. That's why I stay independent. But I have to still use them. I still use CNN. I don't like CNN. But I still come to y'all and report stories from CNN. And I don't like any of them. But I'm also not petty enough and look at things as a sign. I have a big responsibility. If I was petty, y'all wouldn't even know about me. If I was petty, y'all wouldn't even know about me. Y'all know about me because I am a person that will look at the bigger picture. And for me to get an opportunity, I don't care if it was TM Sleazy, CNN, MSNBC, even Fox News. If they're giving me an opportunity to speak on something where it's mental health, I got to do it. It's about me. I got to do it. If I sit up here because I don't like or I dislike how a certain publication did something, and I'm going through this with my son, and they're giving me an opportunity to speak on it to millions, and with my son watching me, I'm taking that every time. I'm taking it every time. It means that much to me. This is the most difficult thing I've ever went through in my life. This is the most difficult thing I've ever went through in my life, and I'm going through it publicly. Anybody that knows me know me and my son's mother have been with him and we like the Cosby Show the way we raised ours. So to go through what I'm going through now, this is completely blindsided. And you would have to really know me to know that. I tell people all the time, it would be a little different if this was all my son's whole life was like this, or he was a troubled kid or didn't have a mom that was there or dad was there. And then we were kind of braced for this. But my son has been the happiest, caring person, happy his whole life. And in a blink of an eye, we in a whole nother space. I can't even explain to y'all. All I say is, look at y'all. If you got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, that's perfectly happy. You giving them everything they got, and they just the happiest kid. And then 17, 18, you going through what I'm going through. You can't even explain it, dog. Everybody around me who has kids at that younger age, just being around, seeing what I'm going through, they are looking at their situation different and realizing you could give everything. They could be happy. You don't see it coming. See, people would assume my son or something, we've been going through somewhat type of issues his whole life. No, when my son was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 7, 8, they were ready for my son to be the next president of the United States. So this mental health thing came out of nowhere, which is why I'm so stern and doing whatever I can. And I just thought it was, because like I said, with the TMZ thing, I already saw that they were anti-Diddy, and I gave him I ain't give him no credit, but it's like Diddy was revealed in that documentary, and then now TMZ is calling out Diddy for throwing his lawyers under the bus and all that. So I still wasn't a big fan, but I still paid attention. Like, oh, now y'all see what I've been saw about Diddy. Now y'all want to turn against me. But like I said, to reach out to me, C-Tuck, specifically for the Rob Reiner, and let me tell you, let me give you some context. Also, and this is how people try to be slick. I don't know if they were trying to be slick. They reached out to me about Rob Reiner, right? And then when I said, okay, I'll speak on that because I want to speak on this mental health shit. Whoever want me to talk. But then once we were about to do it, they tried to hit me and say, is there any others? They sent me like 7 stories. They're like, would you like to speak on any of these stories? I said, hell no. I'm here to speak on Rob Reiner. My exact quote was, when I texted him back, my exact quote was, I don't have none of those other stories have aligned with what my content is and what I'm about. I said I'm only speaking on the Rob Reiner thing, and I said if that don't work, we could do something else another time maybe. But I'm not doing. You know what I'm saying? They immediately hit back and said cool, and I also told them I need to do it at this time or I can't do it, and I did it at that time. But it felt good. But if you at day one, like T-Tuck, you at day one. T-Tuck, you at day one. If you're a day one supporter, you can go all the way back to that pastor JP that I was calling out. I said he was guilty. I called him every name in the book.
I remember that.
I called him every name in the book for what I felt that he may have did to his wife, right? But a funny thing happened. Everybody, every news nation, every news publication wanted that interview. He reached out to me to do the interview. And I'm the one I call him out like I called out Diddy. I nicknamed him JP Guilty.
Yeah.
But I can't get so caught up in myself or so petty that when he reached out to me, my first reaction was like, no. But then I thought about it. I said, that's spineless. How can I call out a man all this time? He reach out to me to do an interview, and I say no. That's spineless. That's running.
Because you still gotta get the message across for real.
Yeah, because it's my interview. Like it's still on my terms. You reaching out to me, and I ended up after he did me. He did other interviews with like News Nation and this place and that place, but it was after mine. Okay. Everybody said I did the best interview and got a lot of more people realize how guilty he was from my interview because I let him talk. See, I'm an interview person that let people talk. So he told a lot. And everybody, it was even people who were kind of like, didn't understand why I even did the interview, but they after the interview, they all was hitting me up, said, man, you did a phenomenal job. Glad you did it, and blah, blah, blah. So, like I said, my thing is this. I will definitely call people out, just like when we had that, we talked the other day about I will call people out like Hulk Hogan. But when they die, I'm gonna give them their proper send-off. See, I can separate things. That's my gift. My gift
what you gonna get from speaking on a dead person, though?
Exactly. Well, my gift is separating things and always looking at the bigger picture. It's taking a step back and not being petty. You know what I'm saying? When you speak your mind, you like my granny always say, you speak your mind and move on. Mm-hmm. If you know TMC Sleazy, know I don't fuck with them. All these publications know I don't fuck with them. So long as they know that, if it's something that will benefit my platform and benefit my movement as far as mental health or whatever I'm doing, if it works on my terms, I'm strong enough to do it. Like I'm not caught up in that. But you know where I stand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always know where I stand. As long as you know that, I'm good.
That's the most important thing.
I'm independent. I give my opinion, and that's that. I don't change up. I don't switch up. And if you know that going in and you still want to do something with me on my terms, if it fits, I'll do it. If it don't, I won't. And I don't give a damn. That's like when they hit me with Rob Reiner, and try to ask me, did I want to, instead of speaking on Rob Reiner, did I want to speak on one of them other 7 stories? Hell no. And if that's the case, I'm good. And then it was like, no, you can do Rob Reiner. All right, let's go. And so I had a chance to tell the world that I'm going through the mental health stuff right now. That shit felt good, man. Like that, like I said, that story with what I'm going through,
it resonated with you for real.
Man, it resonated too. Like it's just a cautionary tale that you can't take none of it for granted. You have to attack it as hard as you can. Like with my son, I can't slack for a second. I gotta hit this thing at every angle I can hit it at, because it could go off the rails at any moment. You know what I'm saying? Like like how I'm looking at him, it's easy to say, "Hey, that can't be my son," but it could.
Yeah, you can't leave no stone unturned with no shit like that. You gotta really deep dive and be real investigative. Because, like you said, something can come out the woodwork that you wasn't expecting. And then you more so reactive when you dealing with it instead of proactively getting ahead of the situation.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that was about it. Did it? That done. Spoke on Rob Reiner. The thing that we was talking about is that he didn't get kicked out. I spoke on the fact that that Rob Reiner didn't kick his son out. I guess that was the rumor. Like after the argument, that they kicked the son out.
No, he was living in the guest house. He was living in the guest house. He was living in the guest house in the back.
Right, and they were saying like after the argument, the rumor people thought, because this would make sense. They thought that the father kicked him out after the argument at that party, and then that's when he came back and did all that wild shit. But in actuality, what we finding out and what they're saying is the son moved out or left on his own.
Yeah, he went to be home. He was like in Santa Monica or some shit like that.
Right. Yeah. And so what I spoke on is, you would think, okay, argument, father kicked the son out, blah, 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 he came back. You wouldn't think that the son would just leave the mansion, the guest house, to have no house. And I'm going through this. I'm telling the world, no, like they will, your flesh and blood, your son will look you dead in the eyes and rather sleep outside on the street than sleep in your house for no apparent reason. You know what I'm saying? Like this is real. This ain't nothing to play with.
Like I think they think making a point by doing that. So they figure like if I ain't in his house or whatever, he ain't gonna have like that much domain or reign over what I do or say. But it ain't really they not realizing it ain't really about that. It's really about somebody really having your well being and best interest at heart for you. They really just trying to look out for you. They really not
Mm-hmm.
receiving the message for. They ain't picking up what you laying down, and
Right.
but what's crazy though, it was like like probably about 5 years ago or something like that. I seen this interview. This dude, he was like giving this speech, and he was talking about like the different like generations and stuff. And he was talking about the millennials, and then he was like the millennials. He said basically said we like a hybrid generation. He was like,
Okay.
he was like the generation after us. He was like they gonna be. He like they gonna without the proper like somebody really showing them or something like that, they or proper guidance, they got the potential to be the most undereducated, overly emotional generation, which will cause them not to really make as many rational
Yeah,
decisions as
that's
adults
true.
are supposed to. So yeah, I definitely see what you're talking because that's why you got a lot of these
Yeah,
young dudes out here crashing out.
man. It's just like I said, bro. It's bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They crashing out, man. And it's like you don't have no control, man. Like I mean, you. It's so frustrating. You don't you talking. It's like you don't your voice. You don't even have a voice because it's like they like now. I got this nice big house. You don't even have to do nothing. Just relax and get your mind right. No, I'd rather sleep on the street and stuck on that. And you ain't even did nothing to them. Bruh, like I said, man, this shit is real. No, can't nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody, but not too many people. If you ain't going through it, I feel the Rob Reiner shit a whole nother level. Whole
Yeah,
nother level. Whole nother level. Cause it's fun. You know, me and my son's mom, man, it is so frustrating, man. Because
yeah,
and then you got to look at it. I'm just bringing it all out. The fact this is all the stuff people don't look at. So when you got mental health, and then you're not happy, right? And so that being not that feeling of being not happy, it don't go nowhere overnight. So you sitting here with your child who was a happy kid their whole life, you feel guilty for feeling happy. It's hard for me to have fun. Period.
yeah,
My son's not happy.
for
So
sure.
every day of every minute, every second, I feel guilty whenever I have fun. That's a
Yeah,
part that people don't look at, don't realize, don't understand how serious it really is. So until my son is happy, it is hard for me to enjoy shit.
mm-hmm.
That's a part people don't, if you ain't going through it, you don't even look at that and it don't go nowhere. I'm
Yeah,
right now, my son's however he feeling, he not feeling the best. Throughout my day, anytime I'm excited or anything happy going on, soon as that feeling come, the guilt come right behind it because how can I feel happy when my son ain't happy?
right. And then
And
and
so
then
I
it's like,
think that I want to put that message out because in certain aspects of it that people don't explain because they don't think that deep like I do to tell the world I'm giving y'all all the feelings.
yeah,
Just like that. That's a feeling I've never heard nobody speak on and a person wouldn't realize. That's how tough it is. Even people next to me, I'm like, do you realize if like my son not being happy, it's hard for me to be happy about shit. I feel guilty that I'm excited. Like he's in the dumps, and I can have the biggest news happen to me. Like, and if I feel guilty, I don't even. I feel the guilty even sharing it. It's
yeah.
deep, bro. It's
Like,
deep, bro.
even like I guess like what I be going through that sometimes it be like similar. It's not exactly what it, but it's like similar just from me growing up. Like I've been losing friends since I was 13, and the majority of my friends got murdered. Like, just as fucked up as it is, like, and it's like it's different from when you outside and you like knocking on somebody's door, like, hey, can XYZ come outside? And then a couple weeks later, some shit happened, and now you just still this same kid. You got this your arm around this grown person trying to tell her it's gonna be okay, and she looking at her baby in the box.
Yeah.
Like, and like just growing up with that and like progressing through life with that shit like hard. It's like a lot of my close friends, like, and it's like I didn't have times with like they didn't been like crackheads or something like that, or just drunk people hanging outside, but they'd be going through their little rant and they'd tell they like I done been told like, yeah, you ain't gonna have the same friends when you get grown. Most of your friends gonna be dead or in jail just by how y'all out here living. And this shit coming from a complete stranger, and I'm 13, 14, and shit like that. I'm like, what is you talking about? Fast forward, like that shit really happened. Like, just like it be times like the ones that ain't locked up, that's not dead, where we'd be out kicking it or whatever, and then I'd be like enjoying myself, and then I just had that moment where I pause, like, damn, I wish such and such was here. I was like, and then you like, damn, then you gotta flip it back, like, damn, but if they was here, they'll be wanting me to do this. You just be like wrestling with a lot of that back and forth for real. So like, yeah, I like it ain't exactly what you going through, but it's like it's
It's similar.
somewhat
You can
similar.
understand it fundamentally,
Yeah, for sure,
kind of the same feelings there, the same guilt feelings. It's just a
for sure.
it's just a
Like
conflicting. You just
remorse for
conflicted.
real.
And I want to speak on what Grandma Kathy said. And I appreciate you saying this, Grandma Kathy. She says you have to stop feeling guilty. It's not your fault. Tell people may learn something that will help King. And let me explain. And I'm glad you said that, Grandma Kathy, but I do understand that I shouldn't feel guilty. And I do understand that totally. I'm just telling y'all the real feelings that come. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that, all I could do is be there, and I believe we gonna, like I strong belief we gonna get through it. Not even belief, I know we getting through it, and we gonna look back on these days. I do know people who had mental issues when they're in their teens, and came back to battle back and be successful, and look back and be like, yeah, but I had to get help. I know people, so I do have examples of people who probably like 30, 35, 40 now, own businesses, and are very successful and living a happy life, who went through what my son's going through at that age. You know what I'm saying? So I do. That's the good part. So I do want to share some good things that help me feel good, like about the future. You know what I mean? Like, so if anybody can do it, me, him, and his mama can get through it and be able to look back and say, well, remember you went through that time when you was, from this age to whatever age. I'm glad we got through it. So I do understand, Kathy, that I'm not, it's not on me to feel guilty. It's not my fault and all that. I'm just being transparent on what the actual feelings are. You know what I'm saying? We all know that certain things we shouldn't feel. We know certain times we shouldn't feel certain ways, but you can't control how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't supposed to feel guilty. It's just still be there. Like for example, my son was the type I would just want to run and be like, hey, King, 50 Cent posted me. And even when I told him, it was kind of hard. It's like hard, you know what I mean? Like it's just hard. It's like somebody not feeling good. And it's like you feel like you throwing stuff up, and throwing happiness, and I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's just a sticky, tough thing, and we gonna get through it. And I don't want to be negative about it. I'm just sharing y'all the real feelings. But at the bottom line of the whole situation is King gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all
No, for
right.
sure.
His mama gonna be all right. I done cracked every code that there is in the world when I put my mind to it. I'm gonna crack this code. He gonna be all right. So I want y'all to know that's first and foremost. But y'all know flow, no filter. I'm gonna give y'all my introspect, what really's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all what's really going on in my head, how I really feel. But don't get it twisted. We beating this shit. And that's the only option. We beating this shit. We gonna be the example. And even I tell my son this. When you going through shit, and when I'm going through shit, you know what helped me? Is I'm gonna be the example for the person who going through this shit. I'm gonna get through it. So I could be their example of, look, I went through this shit and look at me now.
Yeah.
And that's how you gotta look at it. And I preach that to my son. Everybody go through shit. But now you got to get the mentality of, I'm about to beat this shit so that I can show people under me, if they walk down this path, I want to be the example to give them some light, some hope. And that's how I attack stuff. So he has a nephew named Josiah that he loves. He's like 2 years old or something. And so like he loved him like he loved Juice. And I said, one day Josiah, God, hopefully not, but one day Josiah could go through this. This your nephew. It's important for you to fight and get through this so that if it happened to somebody like Josiah, you can talk him through it. You say, hey, I went through this. I did this. I had these thoughts. I was depressed. I was this, I was that. But look at me now, working, got successful family. And that means the world to people, man. When you can look at an example of somebody who went through what you went through, but they got to the other side, a lot of times that's the difference between the next person getting through it or the next person quit.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're gonna get through it. And I'm gonna share it with y'all, the whole journey. I ain't ashamed of nothing. We good. My son healthy. He still is living and taking care of himself and living life. It's just it's something we got to get through. You know what I'm saying? And that's that.
No, then it's cool. Like it's cool to have for him to have like his father in his corner about something like that too. Cause like imagine like if it was just him and his mama.
Exactly.
And he didn't have that male figure to really help him navigate through them emotions and develop that proper emotional intelligence that's needed as a man. Like that could have really skewed him for real. So just for him to have that proper balance, like he blessed to have that for real.
Yeah. And then on top of that, he got somebody that's caring. Like I said, you got to see when you got that support system, it means all the world. Like it means everything, man. That support system is,
sure.
and a lot of times that's the difference. Because a lot of people, it's so frustrating. A lot of people just cast them away, even parents, because you got to be strong-minded to get through it, bro. Because it's 1 second you good, the next second they saying something that you just like, damn.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating, but
even when
you got the right support
like
system.
that shit, when it be like that shit, like I be trying to tell people, I'm like, shit, let somebody I love or fuck with just be going, they be going through something, they lash at me. I'm like, dog, I'm in your corner. I'm like, how many boxers you see beating up their cut man?
Right.
I'm like, shit.
Exactly.
I'm like, shit. You better turn around and fight the motherfucker in the middle of the ring and let me get this cold press and get that swelling down so we can go ahead and knock this motherfucker out, whatever we facing.
Mm-hmm. But everybody, your nephew is fine, and we're gonna continue to push, and I'm gonna continue to keep y'all updated. But I wanted to come straight forward and address the TMZ shit first. You know me, I don't duck and dodge. And this is a community where we're gonna talk about everything and explain everything so everybody have clarity. And once you get clarity, you can do what you want with it. But from my side, I'm always gonna give clarity. I'm always gonna give the who, what, when, where, and why to y'all. I don't give a damn about the rest of the world. Fuck them. But to my community and to my close ones, I'm going to always explain what I do and why I do it and stand 10 toes on it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm the only one walking in these shoes every day. You know what I'm saying? So whatever decision I make, I got to live with it, not nobody else. So if I feel like I gotta continue to build this, and I feel like I gotta speak out, and who knows? Me saying that could trigger something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta do it. So at any rate, I'm glad we had a chance to kind of speak on that. But that was the first thing I just even wanted to address today. I was happy to get the opportunity at a time like this. Matter of fact, y'all was on that episode yesterday. That TMZ shit came after that episode. You've seen what I was on the episode. Like that was a emotional episode where we covered the Rob Reiner shit, but I talked about my shit. I talked about the, you know what I'm saying? And so it was just like a sign, or it was just ominous, or I don't know if they was just watching my show. I don't know. But then I go to my TikTok, and, you know, I don't even be on TikTok. I just make my stuff on TikTok because I use their editing stuff, but I don't really be on TikTok like that. I went to TikTok and I got a DM from them saying, would you care to speak on the Rob Reiner? How the fuck I'm gonna say no? Going through what the fuck I'm going through. Right. I'm not that type of dude. If you thought I was that type of dude, then I'm glad you know now and you can make your decision. But how am I gonna not speak on that?
Right.
I would ain't no fucking way. Hey, look, I have a choice. No, right. I ain't gonna speak on the Rob Reiner. I'm sitting here going through the crazy, you know, the hardest shit I ever went through, mental right now. And then I get an opportunity. I be getting tests like that, bro. Is you gonna be petty? Or is you gonna be worried about what people say? Or is you gonna get out there and spread your message?
Yeah.
And I'm spreading my message. Period. Every time. So I think we need to talk about the Browns University thing. Thank you for hearing that out, y'all. And I appreciate y'all so much for being behind me, behind y'all nephew. And I look forward to all y'all meeting y'all nephew at a later date. He gonna be on there. We gonna have him on the show. I'm telling y'all that now. He gonna come on his screen and holler at y'all. We gonna work up to that. Cause he appreciates it. I know he do, because I know my son. You know, whatever he going through, he appreciate support. So without further ado, we got to talk about the Browns University thing. So what you think about that? I'm about to go into what Angelina said about the she said that the shooting suspect was found in a storage unit. Did you know that?
No, I ain't hear that. I just been hearing about the shooting.
Oh, you ain't hear that?
No, I ain't hear they found him in a storage unit.
All right, cool. So let's go through the article then. So this comes from Yahoo News, y'all. Who is Claudio Neves Valente? Brown University shooting suspect found dead in a storage unit. Portuguese national Claude Neves Valente was identified by police as the suspect in last week's Browns University shooting on Thursday after he was found dead by an FBI SWAT team in a New Hampshire storage unit. In a press conference, Providence Chief of Police Oscar Perez and FBI Special Agent Ted Dox identified Valente as the suspect in the shooting, which killed 2 students and injured 9 others. The individual was identified as Claudio Neves Valente, sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, and he was a 48-year-old man. He was a Brown student who was a Portuguese national, and his last known address was Miami, Florida. Perez told reporters, and I will tell you that he took his own life tonight. In his own statement, Doc said, "We got him." Shortly before 9 o'clock tonight, the FBI SWAT team executed court-authorized search warrants at a storage facility in Salem, New Hampshire. This is where we located Claudio, the individual who we believe is responsible for the Brown shooting. The latest development in an intense 5-day manhunt, and it's the result of an incredible amount of work dedicated by the law enforcement team standing before you here tonight. He continued, even though the suspect was found dead tonight, our work is not done. There are many questions that need to be answered. There's a lot of evidence that needs to be processed, And most importantly, the victims and their families deserve special care and consideration. Docs concluded the FBI and our partners across Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire will continue to search for the answers for the victims, survivors, and their families to see what motivated this individual to carry out such a senseless act of violence. According to the Brown University president, Christina Paxson, Valente was enrolled at Brown from the fall of 2000 to the spring of 2001. He was admitted to Brown's graduate school to study a Master's of Science PhD program in physics beginning in September 1st, 2000, and he took a leave of absence effective April 2001 before formally withdrawing effective July 31st, 2003, she said. The suspect also studied at the same university in Portugal as plasma physicist Nuno, who was killed this week in Massachusetts just days after the Brown University shooting. Police are currently investigating whether there's a link between the two incidents. And see, even going back to this, man, it makes me look at this type of stuff even totally different than I ever did before. I always literally, and they still bad people, but I always literally looked at this type of stuff and be like, it's a bad person that just did bad things, which it really is. But now I look at it and say, wonder what he was going through, what type of mental health, or what this dude seemed like he had it going on. Did he have mental health issues? Did he not get support? I look at it like I don't just look at it. I used to just look at it as a blanket. When somebody do something like that, they just a bad person. And they just did bad, and they doing terrible things. Shit, now, I mean, like I said, I don't make no excuses. It just makes me dive into like what the fucking issues is in this world. Like people say all the time, we're not even equipped to even handle the mental health issues that we have running rampant in this country, and it affects all of us. Obviously,
Yeah.
this guy, whatever he had going on, you done kill people and this and that, families crying. It's just a never ending circle, man. If we don't try to figure out a way to do better with getting these motherfuckers help, man. Cause
But
go ahead.
it's like honestly, when stuff like that happen, my first, like with the way the world is, my first thought be what's going on or what's about to happen. Like I don't really get too I indulge in the story, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't let that thought slip out because it's something either happening or about to happen that they want your attention to be focused just over there because ain't nobody heard about Brown University before that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's just like a random college. I ain't me personally. I ain't never heard nobody. Oh yeah, hey, what college you applying to? I'm shoot. What you ain't? I'm going to Brown. I ain't
Yeah.
heard it.
Where is bro?
So
I didn't even know where it was.
that part. So I'm like, no, it's something like. Granted, school shootings like it's a lot of them do. It ain't like they think of the most prestigious school or nothing like that. It's happening. It's unfortunate and stuff, but like the way that like a lot of that government stuff be coming out, bro. It make you question
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying.
it.
And that's what another thing I'll be speaking on. Like people get, well, not certain people do. Certain people get so upset when you question shit, but they
Mhm.
don't understand that why you ain't blaming this country who has done all type of sneaky, foul, secretive shit
Man,
that we have found out about that they played us. That's why we question shit. Why don't you blame the country? Why you mad
yeah,
at us for questioning shit? We only questioning shit because we in a country where we've been told one thing, and 20 years later, 30 years later, we find out the country lied to us.
come on, man.
And it's a lot of examples.
I mean, not even that. Just the one that's right in your face. How is it places like how are you a citizen of the country and it's places in the country that you don't have access to? How are you tell? How I live here just like you. How you telling me I can't go, but you can go? I gotta have special clearance to go here. Why? What
Hmm.
information is you trying to hide? If it ain't
Yep.
violating no HIPAA law or no attorney-client privilege or nothing like that.
That's like sharing a house with you and your wife, or just you and a roommate, or you and whoever, and they tell you you can go everywhere except in this closet, and you like, well, what the fuck in the closet? Like, or what? Why every I can do it, but I can't touch that. What's in there? What you hide?
Right.
That's the same thing. Like you said, we live here, we citizens. Why can they go, but we can't go?
Like
How
Area
come they
51.
know what's going on? We
Like
can't know what's going on.
yeah, like Area 51. Shit, get set up the tour. Shit. Let us come see what's all up through there. We ain't let us see what's going on. No, you gotta have clearance for
Yeah.
that. It's places in the Grand Canyon you can't even go without helicopters trying to swoop down on you.
Hmm. Yeah. And it's like you do things like that to make me not trust you, but then you got assholes who be in the comments or just speaking on stuff that get mad when you even question, or is this really what it was? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't
Yep.
have no justification for that. We
Yep.
got a right to question shit on the way they do us.
Mm-hmm.
But so like I don't get bent out of shape when somebody say, "Well, what's really going on with this Brown University thing?" Because it could be just what happened, or it could be some old government. I don't know. You know what I mean? I ain't saying it, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to get mad at somebody for questioning it, knowing
Yep.
how this country get out. That's my point. If
But
you want,
the
go ahead.
whole thing is sad and unfortunate though. I just woke up to go to my classes and you trying to come up here and shoot up my school. Like, come on, like they got to stop that. They got to stop that. That's like school, like just from history, schools, movie theaters, stuff like that. No, if y'all really want y'all real tough and want to do all of that other stuff, go where you really gonna have some type of resistance. Where motherfuckers really ain't about to play that. You want to
Right.
go to them neighborhoods where as soon as you draw down, you getting gunned down like they hitting you. If you, I mean, since
Hmm.
you want to play, you don't never take advantage of no civilian like that. That that
Right.
that's
Right.
that's terrible. And just think of their
That's
families.
terrible.
I,
And I heard,
I
I
feel
heard
so
that
sorry
it
for them.
was I heard it was like a female, or tell me if you heard this or anybody in the chat heard this, that there was a lady or a female or somebody who like this her second shooting, she done mass shooting, she done been involved, like been around at school. So
Damn,
I heard that. I didn't get the name, but I believe it was a female. And I was just like, imagine going through that shit twice.
twice,
You at one school, mass shooting, you survive, but then you go to another school. Man, what type of PTSD you got
man.
after that?
It's
Listen,
terrible,
just from the stories, I'm scared to be in certain places for a long period of time. Just from the
man.
stories, let alone going through it twice. She probably don't want to leave the house.
Yeah, and you can't even blame them.
Can't blame her.
And then it's like a lot of them places
Yeah,
we have,
man.
they supposedly have security. What was y'all doing?
Yeah.
Like the security, what was y'all doing? How y'all couldn't stop this one person? Like how they even
I
get
don't
past
know, man.
the
What
code?
what
Like
what what is the solve? How do you solve it? How can you help the problem? See, Tuck, what is the answer?
for real, honestly, like I forgot what I was watching, but I forgot what I was watching. I gotta find out. But they was talking about they need to just make a city. All these degenerative motherfuckers just drop all everybody that want to just shoot up the neighborhoods and all that stuff because you mad at somebody and all that stuff. Drop all them to one spot, make it a crash out city. You you wake up, you get whatever tool you gonna use for the day. You walk out, it's like modern day Call of Duty. And
It'd
y'all
be a
just
hell of
saw
a place to
y'all
live.
saw it. Cause this what y'all want to do. You want to spend the block. You want to do all this other stuff. Cool. We're gonna make one place where y'all can do that all day.
Yeah, you said put them in a place. Yeah, man.
Where
It's
where can't nobody ain't no that way ain't no innocent people gonna get caught in the crossfire. Cause that's the only one. That's the only people who really paying for it. The people that
okay.
the person that's sitting on the couch watching TV and then something fly through the wall or through the window from outside.
Yeah,
Not you know what I'm saying? Like that's not cool. Ain't nothing. If you a gangster, ain't nothing gangster about that. Nothing. Like they need to really just that would be a good idea. They
yeah.
they can play Mad Max and all of that stuff all day.
Hey, look, that'll be a bot. Hey, look, you don't want to go there unless you bought it by you go.
Yeah, for sure.
But I got a couple people who want to do interview, right? And I just want to see what y'all think about it. I'm gonna read you the email. This is for the community. Like I said, I like the way I do. It makes it easy because I don't even. I get emails. People want to come on. I just read them to y'all. Y'all want to talk to this person or not? I like doing it like that. You feel me, C Tuck? I
Right.
like to tell like that. I've been like that from the start. I think that's part of my secret sauce. I'm just really, I really fuck with my community. You know what I'm saying? I don't just too much throw shit on y'all. Like it'd be like if somebody about to come talk, let me run it by y'all first. See if y'all want to hear about it. If y'all don't, then we ain't gonna do it. So I'm gonna read the email and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Although
Because
you
I be
got a
having so
super
much stuff
sticker,
come my
Flo.
way, I don't even have time to really think about it, huh?
You got a super sticker.
Okay, I got a super sticker. Who came through? Who came
Yes.
through with the super sticker? We, hey, look, I might stay on a little extra time. If like super stickers come on, I might be on here for 2 hours a day, hour and a half. Come on, y'all. It's thank God it's payday, it's Christmas. 64 San Jose coming through with the $9.99, $10 holla. Thank you so much. If y'all want Flo to stay on a little longer today, come through, come through. I'm in the mood. It's Friday. Got my boy C Tuck on here. Grandma Kathy said I was looking good on TMZ, huh, Grandma Kathy? I ain't even see it. And I was already telling Shauna, you know, I don't care. But I was telling Shauna because she's doing her debate makeover on me. And I'm like, damn, Shauna, I would have liked to have it done already, but I don't give a fuck. Hey, look, I combed my beard, headband on. Let's go. So I'm glad Grandma Kathy said I was looking good on there because I don't know. I thought I was looking like shit. But check this out, community. Everybody tune in. Listen, C Tuck. High Flow Show, No Filter team. Quick question. Does your audience care about education, tax dollars, or accountability in public systems? This is Chris Paps, a national Emmy-winning investigative reporter at Fox 45. He says he spent 8 years investigating why Baltimore spends $1.7 billion on school, yet only 10% of students test proficient in math. His findings have led to Emmy Awards, NAACP Vanguard Award, Amazon best-selling book, Failure Factory, that's the book, reference in federal policy discussions. This isn't just Baltimore's story, it's happening nationwide. The Flow Show No Filter audience would benefit from understanding how school systems manipulate data to hide failure, where 1.7 billion actually goes to spoiler. It doesn't go. It doesn't go to the classrooms. Warning signs parents should watch for in their own districts. Um, he wants to talk to the community. Y'all want to hear from him? What you think? Like, as he want to speak on what's going on in the schools.
I mean,
Let me
we're
know in
gonna
the
go.
chat.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the list of the candidates. Y'all take a little cliff notes.
Huh?
I said we go down the list of everybody, and then everybody in the chat
Yeah,
just make
here
up.
we go. Put a one in the chat if you want to hear from Chris, maybe sometime next week or after Christmas. and get some information on how these schools is spending y'all money. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to do it, and put a 2 in the chat if you like. Nah, let's pass. Like I said, every decision we do, this is group. We do group decision. And if they would have asked me if the TMZ shit would have been before the show, I would have asked y'all about it. But since it came after the show and then they wanted me to do it right then and there, I couldn't do nothing but tell y'all about it today. But I don't mind coming on here and asking y'all because I get hit with so much stuff. And I don't want to waste my time on no interview that y'all don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all want to hear about. So I like doing it this way. All right. It seemed like people want to hear about. Okay, so I'm going to line it up. Angie said she in Canada, so she stay out of it. All right, I got a lot of ones, so I'm gonna line that up. So here's another one. Hold on, Lauren Zell. Let me do this one. Lauren, I've been getting a lot of these, y'all, but I thought about it. I said, you know what? Let me just ask y'all. That way I know if y'all want to talk about it, because I don't want to do no interview and it's something y'all don't want to talk about. I ain't doing that. All right, here's another one. Hi, Flow Show Filter, No Filter team. If you ever want to bring a fresh perspective to the state of America's legal and consumer rights systems, I'd love to introduce Lauren Zelt. Lauren leads PACT, an organization committed to exposing and remedying the ways personal injury practices can exploit vulnerable people. Her background combines over 15 years in public affairs with real-world experiences inside the U.S. Senate and on national campaigns, giving her rare vantage on how policies and everyday realities collide. Lauren can break down how aggressive advertising and close-knit legal medical networks often leave injury victims with mounting debt and worse outcomes, sometimes with settlements that barely cover inflated bills. She's been recognized by Business Insider for her political strategizing and is equally adept at translating complex legal issues into everyday terms your audience will understand and find moving. A conversation with Lauren could spark real awareness around the unseen risks of the current personal injury system and what people can do to protect themselves. If you're open to exploring voices that are challenging the status quo in public policy and consumer protection, I think Lauren would deliver an honest, timely conversation. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for considering her for the show. Best wishes. 1 in the chat if y'all want to hear from her. 2 in the chat if y'all pass it. But it be making me say, see, Tuck, y'all. Hey, look, they love our community though. I like that. Yeah. They know what we about, don't they? This is the stuff I get. I get real, and it makes me real proud. It just makes me feel proud that of the offers that I get, that they like, oh, y'all, they bring real issues to us. Like, They know that that's what we represent. The American people, the real people, and what real people are going through.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I feel good that. So let me know if we want to talk to Lauren. I get these all the time, and I'm just gonna start reading them to y'all. And if y'all say yay,
Grandma Kathy said, hell no.
Yeah, Grandma Kathy don't want. Grandma Kathy the only one on here. She don't want to hear what Lauren talking about. Okay, so Angie with Grandma Kathy. So no Lauren, but we want to hear from the first dude, right?
Yeah, everybody voted ones on the first dude.
Okay, so we do the first dude. Lauren, sorry, community. That's not something we want to do. Fire Glory said 2-2. So this one did. Once we already got enough twos where we're not doing it. I hate to be so, but we just honest. Like I said, there's no filter. This is what no filter is. I ain't trying to hurt, I don't want to, but this is how we do stuff. We very open here, and anybody got a problem with how open we are, then this ain't your rant. This ain't where you want to be anyway.
Right.
So no Lauren. Um, so that's a no on that one. So I think that's the only the most recent interview request that I got. I've got ones before, but I didn't think about bringing it to y'all because I just assumed like I don't want to talk about that shit. But I don't know, some stuff that I get y'all might want to talk about. So I'm gonna start like bringing them to y'all when they come, and then we can say, do we want to talk to this person or not? That way, I'm not wasting my time because I don't want to do no interview. Here's another one. And I'm not gonna read the whole thing, and we ain't even gonna vote on this one. But this is another one I got where they want to come on here and talk about um somehow they feel like no cash bail is fueling a rise in crime and what's actually happening behind the scenes. And they talking about them. Yeah, I ain't gonna read. It's a long one, but I get those all the time. But bottom line is, what I'm gonna do now is when I do get them, I'm gonna do like we did here and read them to y'all, and y'all let me know, do we want to line them up? That way, I don't skip over people that y'all might want to hear from. Other than that, man, what you got going on, C Tuck?
Sure. This on Monday, is my youngest daughter's birthday. This her 5th birthday. Shout out to my baby Kensley, aka Tiny Diamond. She having her
Okay.
birthday party on Sunday. She wanted a little skating party, and then
Okay.
yeah. So just celebrating her. Can't short her out her birthday 3 days before Christmas. So she gotta have her birthday and Christmas.
Okay. Okay. When her birthday?
Her birthday on Monday.
Okay. Hey, look. Oh, what's that? The 22nd?
Yep.
Yeah, hey, look, people, cause my brother is 23rd. They hate when people combine their Christmas and
Yeah,
birthday.
no. I can't play Tiny Diamond like that.
Yeah,
She
you
ain't gonna
can't do
go.
that. Hey, look, they hate that. Don't combine my Christmas and birthday just because I got a late December or early January birthday. Don't be like, so I
Yeah.
got you this for Christmas and birthday.
Yeah, for sure. So
So
yeah,
yeah, hey look, well
she tapping my wallet all weekend.
Oh, right, right. Well, that's good to hear. I see somebody, I wanted to speak on something somebody said. I appreciate
Yeah,
this.
thank y'all.
My 605 says, don't feel guilty. Happiness is infectious and goodbye for your son to be around. Your spirit will lift him even when he still seems low. I like that. That's that's good to hear. And it really does put things in perspective. Like you just got to continue to be, your happiness and let it spread. Desi said you didn't plan that well, C Tuck.
Right. Yeah, no. And what's crazy is she came late. She wasn't in her birthday. She came like a week late.
Oh, she came a week
Yeah,
late.
both of my kids did. Corey, my oldest, I took off of work the entire week she was due, and she ain't come. My first day back at work, soon as I clock in, I get a phone call. I'm on my way down to the hospital. Hey y'all, I'm gonna see y'all. Clock right back up. Had to drive down to the hospital.
Hell nah.
And
Yeah, man. I
her
went.
birthday around Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, okay. 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 Hey, it's a few other people in the Angelina said she got Angelina, you got somebody. Angelina, is that one of your children? Angelina says she hates when people try to combine her presents. Yeah, that's a big thing. Like them people got them December birthdays. They hate that. I know my brother hated it too.
Man,
His on the 23rd, even
whew,
closer.
man, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I like my March birthday. I think my March birthday is perfect time. Everybody got their income tax money if they ain't blew it already.
Shoot, I just don't like the cold. Like mine is September. I'm good with that. Sometimes it be warm, but it don't be too cold. I hate the snow.
Yeah, yeah. March, I fuck around, have some snow.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes,
Especially
not all the time, but for
like the
sure, like it's a
past couple years, it ain't really been. But like what we used to up here.
Yeah, let's speak on this real quick. I'm glad you reminded me. Definitely can't let the show go be over without discussing that today is the day for the Epstein file to be released. It's just that you know what?
Shoot.
They did so much hanky panky and redacting, and it been so much extra shit to it. They done kind of made me like side-eyed a little bit. And I'm happy and I'm about to look into it. But you know what I mean? Like, I just don't trust their ass. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they done just prepared some shit for us. That's what I
Or
feel like.
they done redacted a lot of. They probably done blotted out a lot of stuff. That's why it took so long to come out. They're like, oh no, we gotta black that out, black that. We can't release that.
Yeah. Not that, not that. Let's do an article on here before we get out of here about the Epstein. We're gonna do Yahoo News again. Says Trump administration must release all its Epstein files Friday. The deadline for Trump administration to release all the files it has related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein case is here. The Epstein Files Transparency Act passed in November, which gave the government until December 19th to turn everything over. How we got here. Okay. The Epstein Files Transparency Act was backed by all but one member of Congress. Earlier this month, a federal judge granted the DOJ's request to unseal records of the federal grand jury investigation into Epstein. A separate judge granted a similar request. What we can expect. The files set to be released involve grand jury records from 3 separate Epstein investigations in Florida related to allegations of him preying on underage girls. Whatever the Justice Department releases today will join a cache of Epstein-related documents already made public. I don't know. So we shall see what's in these files. I just feel like they done redacted everything they could, but hey, who knows? They might get busy. They might get active, and it might be some stuff in there. I don't know, but we will see. Thanks for whoever. Oh, Angie, thanks for reminding me because I definitely want to speak on that. And do we got any Mohawk Diddy updates before we get the hell out of here? Anything you heard, C-Tuck?
No,
I heard something. Go ahead.
No, go. No, I was saying I ain't heard nothing.
Okay, I figured that's what you were saying. So I don't know if this. I've been trying to vet this information. They keep saying this story about Diddy's son talking about they moving to South Africa or some shit, and I can't vet it if it's true. But I keep seeing publications say it, but I ain't seeing none of the major publications say it. So I don't know if anybody else heard that because and he said he was moving there because of all this shit, huh?
Going to South Africa for what?
Because the Diddy documentary got their family looking crazy and they getting treated fucked up, and they want to go to South Africa where they can be, just be treated better or have peace. I don't know if the story is true, but I've seen it on like 5 or 6 different little smaller publications. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is this clickbait? Or is this some true shit? I just ain't I ain't seen none of the bigger publications talk about it. So I don't know. Anybody heard that? Let me know in the chat if anybody heard that. I guess no Diddy news, no Diddy. Thanks to a family group chat, Marlon Wayans has dropped his beef with 50 Cent. I guess they said, man, Marlon, shut up, man. You know, the Wayans be chilling for the most part.
Right. They ain't got time for
that. I see something says how Owen Wilson helped Michelle Branch escape a Diddy freak off party. I don't want to talk about that. That's some crazy shit.
Not Lightning McQueen.
I like Owen Wilson. You like Owen Wilson? You watch his movies? Yeah, I like Owen Wilson. I've always been a big fan of Owen Wilson. I think one of my favorites is You, Me, and Dupree. Owen Wilson. I love you.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I like what's the name? I like the Cars movies.
Which one?
The Cars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
I ain't see that
cartoon
one.
movie. The cartoon movie.
Oh yeah, I ain't see that. That
Yeah,
on a part of that.
yeah. He Lightning McQueen.
Oh, I
He
gotta
played.
check it
Yeah,
out.
he played. It's like a little. It's a Pixar movie where they like talking cars and so they be racing and everything.
Oh shit. Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Hey, look, one of my favorite little, because I be liking the little small little scenes that the people don't really might not even be as funny. But I remember when you meet Dupree. Remember he was just like a fuck up. And he moved in with his best friend and his wife, and he was talking about how he was gonna be out the way and he ain't got nothing to worry about. And then first, I think it was like the first day when they came home from work, he was sprawled out on the couch. He done ordered HBO on that shit. You know how niggas just move in. And so when they walked in, I don't know if you remember seeing the big HBO thing came on the screen like HBO. And then they were looking like, we don't got no HBO. He said, yeah, I went ahead and ordered HBO. I'm going to go halvesies though. Don't worry about it. I said, man, that had me cracking up because that's just how it be when you
Yeah.
have
No,
a
people
fuck up
people will really do
friend
that
or
in real
family
life.
member that you, huh?
People really do that in real life too, and be thinking,
Yeah. Come in and just order and shit.
like, yeah, DoorDash
Yeah.
dropped some food on your step. I ate it. If it was yours, you're gonna have to order some more. Huh?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I ordered
How about I went halvesies?
that.
Bottle Rocket is my favorite. Oh, y'all putting me on to some Owen Wilson movies that I didn't even know about. So I got
I ain't
Bottle
hear about
Rocket, and you said the Cards.
you know, Cars, yep.
Oh, Cars.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got Bottle Rocket and Cars because Owen Wilson is one of those people like I pretty much will give his if he in it, I'll give that movie a shot. So I'm gonna do Bottle Rocket and Cars. Yeah, Owen Wilson is one of them ones, man. If he in it, I will give that shit a spin.
That's how I am about Will Ferrell.
Oh, you want it? Yeah, and I like Will Ferrell, but I know
Will
like
Ferrell.
when people like you, y'all love Will Ferrell.
Will
Y'all
Ferrell funny, man. That's my dog.
Will Ferrell is silly. He's silly. So definitely. So we got definitely. I got Bottle Rocket Cars. Is it one more? Give me one more Owen Wilson movie that I might not. I can't see Owen Wilson without thinking of the Kellogg cereal story from Drunk History. So is that what you're talking about? Disney Pixie's Cars? Is that what you're talking about? Or that's something else.
Yeah, Disney Pixar Cars, yep. That's
Pixar
it.
Car. Okay. Okay. So yeah, y'all, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna go ahead and get the heck out of here. This time flew today, didn't it?
Man,
This
yeah,
hour,
yeah.
this hour. I mean, we were more than an hour. But we about to get on out here. Let's get the Amos in the chat. Yes, Flo, I heard that saying the Suns, and then another one saying the Twins. Okay. So Fire Glory says she heard the thing about them moving to Africa. Let's continue to dig on that. I almost feel like it might be real because I've seen it on too many publications. But like I said, I still haven't got it from anybody solid. Angelina says, I love y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed and beautiful Friday. Please stay safe, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. And I'm out. What's up? Who else we got in the chat? Before we get the hell out of here. If you like Dark Hammer, Zoolander. I like Zoolander. Yeah, I saw Zoolander.
Yeah,
I like
Zoolander.
Zoolander. I was cracking up.
Wasn't he in Dodgeball too?
Was Owen Wilson in Dodgeball? That was my movie. I don't know. What?
I don't
That's
know.
my movie.
I want to say I seen them in Dodgeball for some reason.
I remember somebody with that one part where they like to do it. They said, I hope he break every bone in his body. And then he got
Yeah.
on some ride. And it was like, what happened to such and such? They said, he got on such and such and broke every bone in his body. Like it literally happened. Nigga literally broke every bone in his body. Yeah, I like Dodgeball. Dodgeball is a classic. C Tuck says, I'm out. Have a safe and wonderful weekend, everybody. Angelina says, great job. Flo and C Tuck. C Tuck, you getting better and better and better. You getting more comfortable every episode, man. You starting
Man.
to swag on them now.
Oh yeah. I'm getting ready to become regular, man.
Yeah, for sure. We building up for that new year. That new year, we might do a big New Year's. We might bring. I don't know what everybody doing, but we might go ahead and like kind of bring the New Year's in on one. You know, that's a good time to be. You know, if you ain't doing nothing or if people ain't,
Oh yeah.
bring in the New Year's on this bit.
Man, I'll be out the way, man. They shooting outside. I ain't trying.
Right, me too. I'm gonna be inside. Hey, look, I be telling people all the time, you gonna get me, you got to pull me out your phone.
You
Like
feel me?
you gonna have to grab me and pull me out this phone because I ain't about to be outside. But yes, Safe 64 San Jose, Wedding
Wedding
Crashers
crash.
is a
Yeah.
classic, one of
For
my
sure. For
favorites.
sure. For sure.
One of my favorites. I'm glad on that note, you definitely brought out one of the classics that I didn't even think about. And we're gonna go ahead and get the hell out of here as always. I love y'all. But see Tuck. Peace.